President Droupadi Murmu, the Supreme Commander of the Indian Armed Forces, flew a Rafale fighter aircraft at the Ambala Air Force Station in Haryana. However, what also got attention was the President posing with Squadron Leader Shivangi Singh after the flight. Now remember, Shivangi Singh is the first and only female pilot of the Rafale fighter jet who was claimed to have been captured by the Pakistanis during Operation Sindoor. President Murmu is officially the first president to have flown the Rafale fighter jet. Remember, Rafale jets were used during Operation Sindoor, and the jets were formally inducted into the Indian Air Force in 2020. Let's also listen in to Shivaru's view on Shivangi Singh.
Very, very significant photograph, and might I add that this is a picture that has been put out without any fanfare, without any captions. The Indian Air Force and Rashtrapati Bhavan have not, pointed to the photo and said, look, here is Squadron Leader Shivangi Singh. This is something that NDTV broke all by itself. We saw this picture among the pictures that had been put out by the Rashtrapati Bhavan, and I, of course, recognize Squadron Leader Shivangi Singh in this picture that's already gone super viral all across India, and it is such a subtle message and yet such a slap, because the Pakistan media, mainstream media and otherwise, had gone to town. Organizations like Al Jazeera and others had reported the capture of a female Indian Air Force pilot, Squadron Leader Shivangi Singh, after her Rafale aircraft had been shot down. Even though the propaganda had been busted even at that time, this picture busts, is equal to 1,000 words and 1,000,000 lies, really. What the Indian Air Force is doing, and it isn't really actively trying to bust any myths or propaganda, because after all, Squadron Leader Shivangi Singh is a qualified flying instructor, Rafale pilot, belongs to the squadron, so there's nothing specific or unusual about the photo. But given Pakistan's frantic attempt to spread propaganda and divert attention away from all its battered air bases across the country, which finally brought Operation Sindoor to an end, this picture takes on such a huge amount of significance, because it radiates confidence, it radiates power. It shows that the Indian Air Force, has busted this propaganda at a time and place of its choosing, done it subtly. You've got the president flying from an airbase, literally from where the strikes were conducted deep inside Pakistan. She's flying from an airbase which happens to be operationally active right now, because it's only 200 kilometers from the Pakistan border. So at many different levels, whether it is posing with Shivangi Singh, whether it is flying in a Rafale, flying from Ambala, just 200 kilometers from the Pakistan border, all of it just radiates a kind of quiet self-assuredness and confidence of the Indian Air Force in a year when it has really, really made combat history.